Today we're going to be talking about 6 key strategies for brands to focus on in 2023. Whilst I usually steer away from making predictions about what brands need to be doing in the longer term, it's becoming obvious that what the hottest themes of 2023 are, and primarily the softening of consumer demand. Now that's not something that everyone or nobody wants to hear, in fact, but we have to be realistic and look at what we need to do with the changing environment that we see on Amazon. This is going to affect lots of different businesses, not necessarily all businesses, but there's generally a shift towards softening demand and difficult economic conditions. This should influence how you approach Amazon in the months ahead. So fundamentally, this is going to frame what our priorities are for the rest of the year. The really critical thing when there is a softening of demand, if you do see that within your data, is not to jump straight into price reductions and promotions. Step back from it and look at actually what's happening and what's actually going to be beneficial for your business in the longer term. Don't demolish all of the effort you've put into building your brand just for the sake of short-term revenue gains. So now we're going to move on to those 6 key strategies. First, focus on your SKU economics. Now that might be a term that you're not familiar with. What that means is look at the profitability on a SKU level, on a product level. It's critical to know which products are driving profit, similarly which ones are stagnating or loss-making. With this knowledge, we can then take the right course of action. Secondly, rationalize your product range. Based on those SKU economics that you've already calculated, bucket your products into groups. Once you've grouped by profit and potential, then you'll be in a better position to decide whether to cut any SKUs and reduce your costs. 4 groups we'd put them into are evergreen, trending, stagnators, and losers. So essentially your evergreen ones are products that are doing really well, you're happy with them, and they're delivering lots of profit. Trending products might not be delivering profit right now or not much profit, but they're growing and you can see that future potential. Stagnators are going to be products that have lost their way a little bit. There's still some potential there, so you've got to make a call on whether they stay. And then losers are just the ones that are unprofitable, and you really should be getting rid of those. Next, look at setting a product level ACoS target. Now ACoS means the advertising cost of sale. And really sophisticated sellers on Amazon are setting their advertising benchmarks at a product level as well as at an account level. So look at each product, what's the margin, what's the growth potential, and set an ACoS target for each of those different products. Your ACoS target might be different depending on the life cycle of that product. So you'd allow for a higher ACoS for products that are new to Amazon and a lower ACoS for those products that have been on Amazon for a longer time. Next, and this is one of my favorite topics, improve your conversion rates. Simply put, the better the conversion rate, the more profit margin you're going to make. So really think about what it is that's going to persuade people to be buying your products and focus on content optimization and A/B testing to drive up that conversion rate. Next, review your advertising and promotion strategy. Look at your advertising and promotion strategy from a point of incrementality. So what is actually driving revenue that you wouldn't otherwise get if you weren't advertising or you weren't doing promotions? Is it right that you should be bidding on your brand keywords? Is that actually driving incremental growth, or is it just defensive and you could do away with that budget? Should you be spending more on competitor conquest and targeting your competitors, because that is incremental? Those are business, that's business that you wouldn't otherwise get unless you were advertising. And finally, test consumer demand for multi-packs, bundles, and multi-buys. If it's done well, then this is a win-win-win. The brand wins, Amazon wins, and most importantly, the consumer wins. If your products are complementary or people will want to buy the same product in a larger quantity, then encourage the consumer to do so. You can start with simple multi-buy offers, which don't require any operational change, your classic buy 2, get 1 free. And if you're finding that that's really gaining traction, then you can start to look at operational change to actually repackage your products and give people those products in a physical bundle. The real value of multi-buys and multi-packs is essentially that you're increasing the average order value and you're increasing your profit per customer. So essentially, it costs you the same amount of money to drive the acquisition of that customer and the purchase, but you're making more money on each of those orders. Now, in an environment where consumer demand is softening and it's harder to persuade people to buy, giving them the right offer that also then delivers you more profit per transaction is going to be a big win for 2023. So there we have it, 6 quick ways for you to improve your Amazon performance in 2023 in this environment of softening consumer demand. Thank you for listening to our video today. I hope you've really enjoyed it and taken lots of valuable lessons out of it. You'll be able to catch more videos on LinkedIn, our website, and on YouTube. Remember to follow us wherever you're watching those videos. See you next time.